the only one.
Just I'm sorry, would you prefer English? How would you feel if you had to go to a concert to see your favorite performing artist and you can't understand anything they're saying? That's where interpreters come in. Today I'm going to share some facts with you about professional interpreting, all the different kinds of jobs available to interpreters, and performance interpreting at Universal Studios. Sign language interpretation is a fairly new profession and in extremely high demand. Between 2012 and 2022, its job growth is projected to increase by 46%. This is largely due to increasing globalization and the large number of non-English speaking people in the United States. Some of the educational requirements are a bachelor's degree in ASL interpretation. My plan is to get my AA degree, or my AA transfer degree in American Sign Language Interpretation and go to UNF in Jacksonville. My dream of becoming an interpreter is like many others pursuing my degree, but that's not the only job available to interpreters. Interpreters are needed for everyday things that hearing people sometimes take for granted, such as legal and medical services. And interpreters are not just a tool for the deaf to communicate, but also that the hearing people can communicate with the deaf person. Have you ever seen an interpreter at a concert or on TV? This is performance interpreting. I would like to be a performance interpreter at Universal. Valencia puts on one musical and one play every year, and one night they offer students the opportunity to interpret these shows for their fellow students. These shows are remarkable, and if you ever get a chance to see them, I highly recommend it. Performance interpreters either work for an agency, work freelance, or are privately hired by an individual or a company. Universal Studios is an excellent company to work for. It provides interpreters for almost all its concerts and live-action shows. City Walk at Universal is not only known for their vibrant nightlife, but also for their concerts. And due to Orlando's thriving and forever increasing deaf community, most of these shows do have interpreters. Several ASL teachers at Valencia are active interpreters and have performed at City Walk to interpret concerts. Debbie Drobny, the head of the ASL department, has worked with Kesha, Pitbull, and Usher, along with Lily Miller, who is another ASL professor. Universal Studios has a multitude of live-action shows every day year-round. Fear Factor Live, The Blue Brothers Show, Beetlejuice, Graveyard Review, A Day in the Park with Barney, just to name a few. All have interpreters every day of the year at different time slots during the day. In conclusion, my goal is to become a performance interpreter at Universal Studios after acquiring my bachelor's degree in sign language interpretation from UNF. Interpreting has excellent projected job growth. There are several different types of interpreting that you can do, and Universal Studios has live interpreters for many concerts and shows, which makes it an ideal place for me to work. As proverbial deaf book writer Ken Glickman once wrote, signs are to